Thank you for coming, and thank you for all the work you've done. Thank you for, man, that doesn't seem easy, what you've been doing your whole professional career. You've been studying ice cores in the tropical regions, glaciers.
That's right.
Is that right?
You got it.
What is an ice core? Look, Lonnie, I know. They don't know.
Right.
What's an ice core?
An ice core is a cylinder of ice. They're about 4 inches in diameter.
Yep.
And we drill them. We use a drill just like you would drilling for oil. You go down, you bring up a core, and you can drill 100 and 200 feet, or you can drill 3 miles in Antarctica, where we have lots of ice.
So what does that cylinder tell you?
Ice is amazing. I can say that.
Is it?
I've spent my life studying this stuff. Ice tells us not just climate, things like temperature from the isotopes in the ice, and precipitation by the annual layer thickness, but also tells us volcanic eruptions, things that can change climate. We can look at changes in the output of the sun through cosmogenic nuclides.
Meaning in those years. So you can go all the way down to this glacier and know what it was like 1,000 years ago.
We have records from Antarctica that go back over 800,000.
Get the out of here. Right?
Yeah. And
what did you guys do at your job today, huh? Fill out a little Microsoft Excel sheet? So we know the temperature. We know if it rained that year.
And we also know the composition of the atmosphere and the bubbles trapped in the ice.
Wow.
So we can look at CO2 and methane, those things we're concerned about today.
Okay.
What's the natural? And where are we today?
Right, I was going to say, so knowing that history then allows us to analyze where we are today.
That is the purpose.
And we'll get to that in a second. And the movie's called Canary, and it is a beautiful documentary of your life's work. And if this even intrigues you at all, what he's saying, check out the film. It's available actually for free now on YouTube for a few weeks, which they're doing for us and for our audience to watch it with your family over the holidays. You can't just fly 20,000 feet to a glacier with a 6-ton drill. Am I right?
You're absolutely.
So how do you get all this stuff up there?
Well, first of all, you have to have lots of good people to work with.
Right.
Can't do it alone.
Right.
So this is a team effort.
Okay.
And you have to have lightweight equipment. And we're very fortunate to live in this age where you have Kevlar cable and you have Teflon and you have all of these things that allow us to do these. So it has to be lightweight, portable, but you still, in total, weighs 6 tons. Yeah. And you got to get it up there and assemble it. So, yeah, a great team effort.
I mean, this is you carrying tools up there. At one point, you were going, we'll take a helicopter. The helicopter pilot's like, you, I'm not doing that.
That's exactly what happened.
I'm serious. And one of the things I loved about this story was you kept being faced with more no's, with more you can't do that, the helicopter won't take you, and you just kept figuring out a way to do it. Not only that, you had a heart transplant. I mean, you still hold the record for the highest elevation that a person's been at with a heart transplant at 20,000 feet, 22,000 feet.
22,000
I mean, you went. Yeah, meanwhile, his doctor's like, hey, can you not, Meanwhile, you went on 6 more expeditions with this heart.
9 now.
9 now. I don't mean to be crude, but it feels like you were willing to die for this work.
No.
Okay.
I would say that. I'm very, very fortunate that I am 77 years old. Right. But my heart is 34.
That's great. Yeah. Right.
I mean, we live in an amazing time in human history that
Right.
this is possible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's talk about where you're from. You're from West Virginia.
Yeah. Cold
country.
Absolutely.
You said you had teachers tell you growing up, don't dream too big because you probably won't get there. And here you are right now. And did that motivate you? What do you have to say to kids that are hearing similar things where they're from?
It's very important to listen to advice, but at the end of the day, you got to look at yourself, find out where your limits are.
Right.
We all have limits.
Right.
But we have to find those. And so for them, if you got a dream, go after it. You have a passion, go after it.
Yeah.
Because you can change the world.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about that, because you're very open in the movie about you collected all this data around the world. It's very clear, right? I mean,
absolutely.
The more greenhouse gas we emit, the more glaciers recede and melt.
Absolutely.
And you released all this and data, went to Congress, and where are we at?
Well, we have made, sometimes I go back and forth on where we're at.
Yeah.
But we have made progress.
Yeah.
It is much better today. No one denies climate change.
Yeah.
Because it's in your face.
Yeah.
It's happening everywhere.
Yeah.
And I found in drilling in 16 different countries around the world, far more good people on this planet, wanting to do the right thing, trying to do the right thing. And if those good people do the right thing, we change the world.
Right. And it's hard to measure awareness, but the fact that climate change is even in our vernacular, we're not doing enough, we're not fixing the problem. Can you get frustrated by that? I mean, here you are lugging a 6-ton drill on the top of a glacier to get information to help fix and solve climate change, and yet we haven't fixed it.
We haven't fixed it, and I have to give my daughter credit for Canary.
Yep.
Because she told me a decade ago, she said, "Dad, one more ice core, you're not going to change the world. You're going to have to reach thousands to millions of people." And I want to give credit to Danny O'Malley and Alex Rivest, Adam Smith, producers of the film.
Yeah.
I don't think we could have found better producers to tell the story.
Well, and I love that these film producers are picking scientists to showcase, right? I mean, why not make science and environmentalists heroes of stories? And I think it's amazing that they've done that. And so, go ahead.
I would say that telling the true story of scientists and getting the truth out is a way to inspire the next generation of young people.
Yeah. It's also interesting that your daughter, younger generation, was basically saying, "Hey, you got to get on TikTok, Dad." But your daughter did say this, which I loved. The change won't happen with one person, but it also can't happen without one person. It can't happen without you. It can't happen without me. It can't happen without every country. That's what it takes, understanding that you do matter. Every person matters. Can we globally do this?
Yes. Absolutely. I take a lot of solace in the fact that our research teams are made up of Russians, Chinese, Americans, South Americans, Tibetans, and we can go to 22,000 feet, and we can work together to accomplish a mission. And so for climate change, we don't have to have the same cultures, the same religions, the same belief systems. We just have to tackle a common problem.
Right.
And I believe we will.
I mean, we did get ourselves here, right?
Humans made the problem. We did it.
So we might be able to fix it.
We should be able to fix it, right?
Is that naive of me? Maybe a little bit.
No.
Let's talk more about ice. Why is ice so cool? Like, I don't know. Why? I mean, I see these ice cores and I go, I don't understand how you can really tell the temperature 750 years ago.
First of all, in the upper parts of these cores, they're annually dated. They're like a tree. You get winter snow, isotopes depleted, summer snow, they're enriched. Like a tree, you count back in time. If you're in the tropics, you got a wet season, dry season. Dry season, there's a dust layer. Count those. You can go back through our history. We can go back through previous cultures like the Tiwanaku, the Waris. We had no written language, but the ice was recording every year through their rise and their fall. That's beautiful. And it might be your wife in the film says, and your wife is someone you work with as well, and all, right? Absolutely.
Yeah, and she said, it might have been her, but someone said that you wanted to tell the glacier story.
I want to let the glaciers tell their story.
That's what I meant.
Yeah.
The glaciers tell their story, yes.
The beauty of ice and glaciers is, to me, they're my truth serum.
Okay.
They have no political agenda.
Right.
No lobbyists are going to get to them. No special interest groups.
Right.
They're just summing up temperature, precipitation, cloudiness, radiation, and reacting. And in today's world, they're all retreating.
Right.
Because the world is getting warmer.
Right.
And it's a very clear story. And of course, ice melts when it gets warm.
Yeah.
And disappears. And where does that water go? Into the oceans.
Right.
And therefore, sea level is rising around the world.
Yeah.
That and thermal expansion of the ocean because the oceans are getting warmer.
Right, so that's, and maybe that's clear to someone like you, but maybe for a dumb TV host like me, when the glaciers melt, other really bad shit happens around the world, right?
Absolutely.
This isn't just if you live beneath the mountain.
Yeah.
This is for all of us.
This is for all of us.
Yeah, and we're all going to be affected. Yes.
We're all going to be affected.
As someone who's devoted your life to science, and I love the movie Canary. Please watch it. It's great. You can watch it all ages. It's great to watch it with kids because they're going to go, "What's that? That's a drill. You should be a scientist." Why is science important to you? What does it mean to you, science? I know it's a broad question, but I thought you'd have a thought.
Well, I think science, I mean, you look at our history. You look at our vaccines for polio. You look at our Webb telescope. We can see galaxies outside of our galaxy. I mean, science allows us to see the future. It gives us hope for the future, that we can make a difference. We can change things.
Yeah.
We just have to go after it. You know, it's you don't know what's possible until you try. And if we try, we advance. And we've made tremendous advances in science, and it's good for all of humanity.
Yeah.
And
is that what you told the helicopter pilot? Hey, we don't know
You're
until
doing
we
it
try,
good.
buddy. Let's go. Canary is available on YouTube for free to promote science and adventure over the holidays. Lonnie Thompson.